lights are on, and we still have more for you on EA Sports. It's the Rice Owls and the North Texas Mean Green. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's White. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now the pitch. At midfield. Here's a little room there. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. They'll run the option. He'll do it himself. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Turning it on. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
On the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Right back to it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Now on 2nd and goal. Now on the option. Touchdown, Mean Green. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So Rice's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He has become a key piece of this offense.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watching this matchup where they're kind of outmatched in most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or
might have a chance. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. There he goes to the right. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, North Texas. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in the game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback, but when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Pocket breaking down. It's complete on the right side. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Now on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Pulls it on the option. He'll pitch it. Got enough for the first. There he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Goes to the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
It's complete to the right. He is stopped well short of the 1st down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. And the field goal unit is on the field. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll leave it with him. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and North Texas has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready.
Send the tight end in motion. Trying play action. Floats it out in space. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd and 6 yards to go. They'll move the wide receiver. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. On the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Inside the 25. There's a crease. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He's looking to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air. And they've got 6 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Spins away from the defense. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now he tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. On the option. Inside the 35. He's loose. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And I love how this offensive coordinator uses all of his playmakers and all of the speed. This is a guy that we've seen hurt defenses before catching the football, but you can get him involved in the running game as well with the option play. Get him on the perimeter. He's the pitch man. Nobody accounting for him. It's an easy walk-in score for the offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rice makes his way onto the field to get things going on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down.
Snags it, and he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense got it, they're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Looking for room. It's White. Oh, he's got some space. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Gets the back moving. Here comes the option. Keeps it on first down. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Breaks the tackle. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. The option look. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
They'll run the option. Got enough for the first. At the 45 on his way. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Rice. Great job by the back on the option.
And to have a rushing touchdown.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll toss it. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. On target over the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. North Texas in the hurry-up.
Man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like, trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a third down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
Well, Reese, the one guy's name you haven't called yet is this big fella tight end right here. He's one of the better ones that we see week in, week out. And finally in the second quarter, they get him a completion. This has to keep going now for the offense. You got to keep looking his way. He's too big of a weapon to ignore. If they're going to win this game, he needs more touches.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Now on the option. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. North Texas at the line with a new set of downs thanks to the running game. Forced out of the pocket. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Goes to the option. Keeps it himself. Quick toss. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He's looking to throw. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the 2nd half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
I caught up with the Rice head coach at the half. His message to his team at the half was, we are better than this. Even though they're playing an opponent that's ranked higher than they are today, he believes sitting at 500 in the conference, this is the turning point of their season. He asked them, what type of team do you want to be? We decide right now. I'll keep you posted up. They come out of that locker room with that same urgency here to start the 3rd quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the 1st down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. On the option. The keeper. He'll toss it. Quick spin on the ride.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. North Texas lining up, facing 3rd and long. They'll run the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Makes it past the marker. Finding some room. Touchdown, North Texas. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Looking to throw. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the two-point conversion attempt. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He gets a block. Can they catch him? A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Let's go down to the sideline and holler.
Reporting from the North Texas sideline. Guys, I can tell you something we have got to keep our eye on. This quarterback was really banged up and bruised up after last week's win. He told me when I caught up with him this week, he has definitely been feeling sore this week. He did not miss any practice, but I will keep you posted as this game goes along. He's going to have to fight through some things here today, and I'll let you know how it's looking down here on the field. Back to you.
Howie, will see how they adjust. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's caught. It's Milner. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Kill. 949 rock star. 949 rock. Shit.
On the option. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Gives it on the option. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a fourth and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
Sends it back in motion. Fighting off the defender. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? Running inside. It's Jackson. Could be an alley. Touchdown, Rice. And they take it in for 6 more points. Saw a crease. First play of the drive comes from the 38. The option look. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front seven are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. They'll run the option. Keeps it himself. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up fourth down. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. He'll pitch it. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on fourth down. Final play of the quarter coming. On the option. He breaks a tackle. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Now on the option. Now the toss. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Brown will throw it. Dumps it off in the flats. There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25. Set up with a first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
The run inside. It's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Motion from the back. Goes to the option. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the first down. The Owls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Gives it on the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And the Owls want to pick up the tempo. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Brown wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Touchdown, Owls! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
On the option. The keeper on the option. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll run it again. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. Got a little grass. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to...
Turning it on. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mean Green. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. He'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Brown will throw it. Snagged out of the air. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Owls come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking downfield on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. He'll try to do it himself. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Bring in the heat. And his throw is incomplete.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You got two great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic, they get the win.
Get the win. Obviously, you worry about cleaning everything up, but you also want timely defense, right? Like when you need it, can you come through? I know a lot of people were holding their breath on the sideline, wondering if they would come through, but they did. They got the stop in a big moment. Their offense scored a bunch of points, and they walk away with the victory. And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Maybe got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, North Texas. Excellent pass by the back on the option. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth.
And the offense doing a nice job mixing the option play on that drive. They're able to get the defense outflanked. Nice decision by the QB, pitching it outside wide, and the running back using his speed.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Brown wants to pass. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. And they got to the line expeditiously. Spiked it and stopped the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. He's going to run it. Picked up 8 yards there, third down and 2. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Corner's going to give them room. They'll throw on third and short. Pulls it in. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They bring him down strong. Effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us as the season